Welcome to 30 Days of Remembering. I'm Shaman Gray, your host, and this is Ministry of Style Studios, a place, a space, a house for the sacred practice of midlife, a gathering place for those of us standing on the threshold between who we have been and who we are remembering ourselves to be. With that, let's get started. Should we do a weather report? Because y'all, it's holding steady. I'll just say it's holding steady at 106 degrees. It's a little toasty. And you know, one of the things I love about living in the Southwest is that it's not odd for everyone right about now to be taking a nap. Siestas are a thing. Matter of fact, I mean, yeah, they are a thing. I mean, you just kind of have to. You peter out midday, and isn't that beautiful? Yeah, we have permission to take naps around here. So that said, I've just woken from a nap, so I'm a little bit groggy here, and I was ready to go once I had my little nappy. And yeah, I was thinking about the clue and today's episode, and here it is. Today's clue arrived through a song. You know, the breadcrumbs sometimes come through as something that we can't, that isn't tangible, something that we can't hold in our hands. Sometimes they come as sensations, melodies, feelings, memories, and a moment in time that keeps kind of finding its way back to us until we're ready to listen to it, explore it, uncover what's with, the lesson, the medicine within it. And so with that, the question I have for you today is, who or what reminded you or has reminded you of who you were before the world told you who to be? Was there a moment, that kind of aha moment where you were like, a tinge that you felt, and you were kind of like, wait a minute, that feels familiar, and then you kind of let it go for whatever reason? Think on that. You know, you know how you hear a song and it completely transports you. It surrounds you in 5D, like you have on a pair of 5D headphones, and touches you at that soul level. You know that where you're like, that it was my song. Well, there's this song that keeps coming back to me with the moment, the time, the place, the era of where I was, and actually what I was wearing, my friends at the time, the activities that I engaged in. It all comes back to me, and I can even recall the scent I was wearing in those moments. It was Banana Republic's W, by the way, and I don't wear scents anymore. And the song is Christopher Cross's Sailing. Now, I downloaded the lyrics some time ago. I slept with them, and that was, on and off. I don't mean like I wrote them down and put them under my pillow or wrapped them in a blankie or whatever. I just slept on it for a few months until I didn't. And I kind of forgot about the clue, and then it came up a few times, and I was like, well, I don't understand it, so I'm just gonna keep moving. Uh, and then this morning I looked down at my arm, and I have an anchor tattoo. And I was noticing that it needed to be touched up soon. And then the song came in my head again. On top of the anchor is a little red flame like, and it's very simple, like the flame of the statue, the Statue of Liberty, kind of like that. But it's a line drawing. It's very minimal, um, and it's on the female side of my body. It was something that I had thought about for months to go and get. And when the moment struck, I mean, it like struck it, I don't know, it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was in DC, in the DC metro area, and I just got my stuff together, got my wits about me, went to the bank, and headed to my favorite tattoo artist, and that got it done. I was a little bit scared because I knew it was going to get dark, and I was going into DC, like downtown DC, but nothing was going to stop me. I didn't care, you know. Somebody did try, but whatever. An anchor, really simple. Beneath it, so there's the flame at my wrist, and then coming up is really minimal anchor, and then underneath that is there are numbers, and that is Solomon's Hebrew gematria number, and that holds a story for me. That holds a story of our love, the devotion, the faith, and remembrance. And now, Hebrew letters are not meant to be tattooed. Tattoos are actually forbidden. And as usual, I found myself somewhere along the perimeter uh, of the rules. And in relationship, really, I felt good about. I would be carrying something sacred, marking something that deeply, deeply mattered to me in a language that I would only I would understand. Understand. Yeah. Oh, Solomon. He was my anchor, my solid ground. I'm a fire sign. I am definitely fire. Unpredictable, living, moving, transforming, and one holds you to the earth. The other reminds that something inside you is, still burning. And I'll share this, and let me be clear about it. Solomon, if you don't know me personally, was my black lab, my American black lab. And that dog was my soul man. He was my companion, my witness, my protector. He walked, literally beside me. And we even had a command for that when he forgot, because he was hard headed like his mother. He walked with me through the fire, through seasons, through the worst breakup from his father. And we went on adventures, and he moved cross country with me thrice. And y'all, when I needed someone who really understood me on a level that most humans don't get, Solomon was present. He awakened something in me. I had to think about this. I mean, I've thought a lot about our relationship over the years, and these past few hours, and he was in my dreams, and he awakened the mother in me. He showed me how to be a warrior He taught me to be soft and also really strong. And he taught me how to love properly, what I would say properly. Animals give you a special kind of love, and I was clear that I wanted to learn how to do what they do. He gave me purpose during a time when I felt like I was losing my mind. I really did. I was suffering from depression. I was just so sad. And I was pretty sick. I was pretty sick for years. And he held me. That dog held me without fail. And he was the reason that I started getting out of bed. Just 5 minutes walk, 10-minute walk. Leat, leat, little by little, poco poco. When, things were just shifting so fast as they do in the metro area, I was just trying to find my way back to myself, and he really showed me how. And yeah, I had never thought about him at the time when we were going through it as my anchor. And the anchor came to me as a function of my working at J. Crew, and J. Crew anchors, da 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 da. So I wanted that, and it just fit. It fit. Anchors, they don't keep a ship from ever moving. Anchors create a safe place to pause. Haha. No pun intended. Pause or pause. To gather strength, to rest and not float away. And they create space for you to remember who you are so you can sail again. And perhaps that's what Solomon gave me, a place to become while caring for him. I would do anything for him. And now that I think about it, because it's so hot here and a lot of outdoor restaurants have these, I've become a little bit obsessed with what they call sails. There are these triangle pieces of with sunblock that you put in over, between poles, kind of like a hammock situation, but you're not laying in it. It gives you shade. So I want to throw some shade in my backyard because not only are they cool, they provide cover and really safety, because y'all, this sun, she's not a joke. Yeah, I hadn't made that connection. Anyway, I'll have to, no, I'm not going to think any more of it. It fits, right? So I'm going to switch gears a little bit here, because with that, something else is coming through in real time. Something, yeah, it's interesting thinking about the anchor and the fire, the grounded and the, not so grounded. Well, fire's cleansing and it's transformational. I, in my life, have become uber aware that I've always carried this need for balance. And as I remember who I am and become, step into my the highest version, it's become something that I am very protective of, and I'm doing intentionally. I am creating myself to be what I want, what I see as, I don't know, sensual, sexy, kind, all of the things that, if you could write down, this is who I want to be. Well, I've written down all of the things that I want to be. And I've been practicing this since I was a kid. When I had a hot beverage, I always needed something cold. When I would eat something sweet, I needed something salty. And I kind of have to laugh because my parents used to get on me about the number of glasses and cups around the house. I would leave. I don't know why I never put them away, but anyway, I was always hydrating, so wasn't that a good thing? But I needed both vessels. Needless to say, I was pushed to drink uh, room temperature water, and it's still that way. One vessel, one vessel. hmm At the time, I guess to my parents, it looked like too much, which I heard that a lot. Now I really experience that differently. I was and have been searching for balance my entire life outside of myself. Now I'm intentionally, as I said, creating myself to be in harmony with whatever it is. And if I don't appreciate love that quality about myself, then I make it so. And that's, I think, part of the call in midlife as well. Not just to remember to choose. Wow. I hadn't thought about that. You know, the warm and the cool, the sweet, the salty, grounded, spiritual mother and the warrior, softness and strength, anchor and flame. Now there's another piece of the clue, the lyric. I know what I said before. I said it was part of it, and it is. A canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Do you believe in me? I'll link the song for you. A canvas. That 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 line, a canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. I remember when I remembered, that really just, man, I felt that. I felt it, and I felt that I could feel that it was more than just me loving that song from so many years ago. It invoked so much inside of me that it almost made me cry. And I'm feeling a little verklempt right now of, whoa, wow, there it is. Because to me, it's a call back to art and beauty. And if you've been listening, you know the story. I won't repeat it. And with that, when I was like 10 years old and I found the book again today, yeah, um, it was next to a child's book on a kid's book about beauty. It's right here, just reading the title. Yeah, and my mother gave me this book, and it was the Handbook of Natural Beauty. And I found it in a thrift store. There she was. There she was. And she came to me again today, that little girl who loved beauty, who was so curious about transformation even at that age, who was talking to plants and learning that beauty was something created, cared for, honored, and also commodified. Yeah, that's a whole nother story that I hadn't thought about. Everyone wanted to take photos of me. I was also a child model. I'm sure we'll get into that at some point. Anyway, she's still there. She's still with me. She never left. And the canvas, I think, is asking me, do you believe in me? Maybe the deeper question is, and this is kind of tough. This is tough. Come on, Spirit. Really? Oh, there it is. It's on repeat, right? Do you believe in yourself? Yeah. Sometimes the people, the animals, the songs, the objects, the memories that come into our lives are not exactly here to give us something we never had. They are here to remind us of what was already inside of us. And as I think about it, how does that tie into Solomon? Well, he didn't create the mom in me. He reminded me that she was there. And he didn't create the warrior in me. He reminded me she was there. He didn't create the artist in me. He reminded me that she was there. And with Shango, our new puppy, coming into our lives, he is a personality and a force. He truly is the deity of thunder and lightning. And he is here to remind not just me, he's here to remind my mother of these things. Yeah. That's why I love storytelling so much, because I had a sense for Shango and I haven't really expressed it out loud or to myself until this moment. There's definitely a connection between he and Solomon, and I wanted to know what he meant for my mother, and there it is. He's here to show her that she is. And there he is, whining in the background. Yeah, right on time, baby. Oh, maybe, not maybe. I think that is exactly what remembering is all about. It's about recognizing the pieces of ourselves that have been waiting patiently to be seen again, to be uncovered again, yeah, for us to experience again. So today, my soul siblings, I will stop rambling. I invite you to sit with this. I've got a few questions for you to journal about, and this will also be your integration. Just see where it lands in your body, and yeah, you don't have to overthink it. I'd like to offer that you explore what or who reminded you recently of who you were before the world told you who to be. Yes, same question. And where is your anchor? Where is your flame? And what canvas, what kitchen, what food truck, what is waiting for you to believe in it again? I guess that sounds a little strange, but what canvas is waiting for you? Whatever that canvas looks like. Yeah. What is waiting for you to believe in it again? I'm sure it's for you. So until next time, follow the clues, pay attention to the whispers. Because y'all, remembering, it's not just about finding something you lost. It's really about recognizing what's been inside of you, waiting for your attention all along. Before you do anything, check your heart, then speak your truth and make damn sure whatever you're doing it with much, much love. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad we're on this journey with me. Go take a nap. I'm Shaman Gray, and I'll see you next time. Peace.